Well, hey guys, welcome back to spudrungolf. I'm Jeremy here in Southern Ohio. Why is this video called Subscribers Only? Well, let me tell you. Today we have a unique video that requires your feedback. And don't worry, there's a chance for you to cash in. We're going to talk about the current status of the golf course, what does the future hold for us here at spudrungolf, and most importantly, what gets me excited out here. That's in today's video, guys. Let's go. Come on. Well, it's that time of the year again to put this thing to bed for the winter. First thing we're going to do is get these ball washers picked up so they don't freeze and bust, and get the yardage marker signs picked up on each tee sign. Man, I'll tell you what, you know, building this backyard golf hole has been special, but things like this, that special touch of making our own yardage marker signs, our own tee box signs, that's stuff I really enjoy. Well, I titled this video Subscribers Only. I really hope you're subscribed. I always hate to keep harping on subscribe. But in this video today, I think it's worth mentioning why I say that. Because it helps motivate the channel. And it helps my enthusiasm to see that people are watching, people are subscribing because they want to see this content that we're making. So help old Spud out here. We are nearly up to 5,000 subscribers here on the YouTube platform. That was one of my goals when I first started this channel, was to hit 5,000 subs. We've done it in just over a year almost. And that's where I need your help. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think would help catapult us up to that 5,000 mark, to keep gaining subscribers, to keep growing the channel. And by leaving that comment, I'll randomly pick one person that gets a dozen free golf balls shipped to your house. The golf balls of your liking. I'll get whatever kind you like. I'll ship them to you by a random comment. That's all you gotta do is comment. And we'll have another game here coming up. Some of you all know less than me, but most of you know more than me. And that's what's been really helpful, is getting the feedback from more experienced folks out there, lending me useful advice. Now on the flip side of that, I have been emailed with questions. You know, people excited about what I'm doing, and they are doing it themselves, so they want to learn more. And from that very first episode here at spudrungolf, I've always said, shoot me an email if you have any questions. And I've never missed a chance to answer an email that somebody sent me asking questions or advice, or just the good stuff. If you've got a question, an idea, a thought, shoot me an email and I will respond. See, I told you. So shoot me an email if you got any questions, or you just want to say, hey, how you doing, Jeremy? How's Spudrun doing? On to the next project. Right now we're spraying some snow mold application here on the backyard golf green. Which brings me to my next topic. Future plans. There are several projects at spudrungolf. I don't think it'll ever be over. I don't want it to be over. I enjoy the part of working on this golf hole. I really do. Having said that, a couple hot projects that need done within the next probably 6 months or so. Hot topic number one is number one tee box. Number one tee box, when I built that thing, the far side was built up several feet, 10 feet, so I knew it would settle. It's settled a good bit. It favors a slice. If you're a right-handed player off that tee box, it's a slice shot for sure. So what I'm going to do is re-level that tee box. And another big problem I have with number one tee is when folks come out to that mill shop, golfer or non-golfers, they always want to whack some balls. So they tear the piss out of that tee box. There's one dirt spot, and that's where they all go, and that dirt spot is almost impossible to keep grass growing. So what am I going to do? I've got more of that synthetic turf left over, so we're going to actually lengthen and make the number one tee box really big. We'll have a 12 by, probably like a 12 by 20 grass spot, and then another 12 by 20 synthetic turf spot. So when folks come out here and just want to whack a bunch of balls, they can hit a fake spot. Now that project's probably going to happen pretty soon. That's something I can do, and then throw down the seed once the temperatures are more favorable to germination. A few more hot items. One would be that fairway. I've got to find a way to efficiently aerate that fairway. Last spring, I had the choice of either aerating and overseeding the fairway or put down that dimension pre-emergent. I chose the latter because I was afraid of all the bare spots getting crabgrass, which crabgrass still came up some, but next spring, that's not the case. We're definitely going to aerate and overseed that fairway next spring to just get that thing built in a little bit nicer. So if you've got an idea for a type of aerator I can pull behind that tractor, please let me know. Number 6 tee. I plan on building a little shack up at number 6 tee right up here on the hill. Make for a great backdrop, a great launch pad when the guys are all hanging out and playing. I've got some trees to take down. I've got some white oaks up front, some big ones. The one is actually dead, so we're going to go ahead and take it down. It'll actually help us on number 7 a little bit. Number 7 is still going to be a tricky tee shot. It's a risk-reward type hole, but that big white oak needs taken down. That synthetic tee box we built last episode, I've still got a landscape, put a cart path around that. Several more smaller projects I've not even touched on, but those are some of the main ones I thought you'd like to know. And maybe you can get excited as I get excited about doing these projects. Or if you want to lend any feedback on projects you think I should undertake here at spudrungolf. Whew. So I walked way up here. We are on the west side of the golf green. You probably can't tell, but clear across the golf green on the east side of the hole, that's where number 6 tee box is at. It's got the platform you've seen us hit off of that drops down. So why did I bring you up here? Because on the west side, in the summertime, when the grass is most vulnerable to the mold, the dollar spot, the brown patch, we need to take some of these trees out to give us 2 to 3 more hours of sun each day on that green to help combat those diseases. So if we took these trees out, why not consider putting another tee box up here on this hill? The biggest problem is getting up here. It's a hike. So I'm not an engineer, but I'm really good at numbers. I'm really good at elevations. I'm going to guess we are, wait for it, we're probably around 70 feet above the green elevation right now. So basically it'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It gives some sunlight in the afternoon, in the summer, and also gives a chute for another tee box. The biggest thing I can see is actually getting a cart path up here and down. We can walk, obviously. It's a truck to get up here walking, but in the pace of play, part of the experience, it's driving the golf carts through the woods here too. I don't know. If I had like 100,000 subscribers, they would tear me alive because we're always driving golf carts on this backyard golf hole. But it is quick to go, you know, you're back and forth, back and forth. It helps the flow. Depending on how far we stretched it up, it would still play, where I just was standing, that's probably only 125 yards. I mean, you could stretch that daggone thing way up there. We've got to the moon and back to get up top. Good thing is we got a traco, chainsaws, bulldozers. We can make shit happen, which that's the fun part. The hard part's clean all that mess up. What'd be really cool one of these days, now listen to me, is to have a pitch and putt. Have the one green, but you'd pretty much go in a 360 around this green with a bunch of pitch shots. So almost be like around the world. You ever play around the world with basketball? And once again, as we move through the winter months, I'd like to do a few live streams. I think it'll strengthen the Spud Run golf community, and it gives us an opportunity to just talk unrehearsed, for you to ask questions, for me to answer questions, for me to just talk about random things that I think are important, I think you'd like to know. So this is your second opportunity to jump on the bandwagon and win a dozen golf balls. Give me some ideas, give me some questions to address, because I'll probably do another live stream, probably on December 20th. So leave a comment, leave an idea, something I can talk about on that live stream. I'll have a notification come up that day so you know to look for that live stream that evening. That's on a Tuesday evening. We'll sit down, almost like a one-on-one talk. Come on. That's your second opportunity to win some golf balls. And if you don't want to leave a comment, I understand. Some people watch this on TV. Ooh, that's probably a good question. Do you watch our videos on your TV, your phone, or your computer? That could be another dozen golf balls. Answer that question for me. Come on. Back to what I was saying. spudrungolf@gmail.com. You can shoot me an email if you're not comfortable with commenting on the YouTube. Shoot me an email with a question, idea, comment. Yeah. Interaction, man. We got to get through winter because I can't wait till spring because we got big things coming, which takes me to my next spot. And this was the part of the video that I could not wait to get to because I love it and I hope you will. Let's go. Drum roll. And I've got to build this up because it takes time, it takes patience, it takes a willingness to get in front of this camera and put these videos out there. Nobody wants to fail, and I do it all the time. Everybody wants to come off as clean, cut, perfect. So it takes a lot. But I had to say that to say this. I would trade all the time, all the patience, for the next 2 things I'm going to show you. Here we go. I'm making a thumbnail. I apologize for the people out on the golf course because I have no clue who they are. I have absolutely 0 clue. I suppose that somebody, my wife said you're allowed to come out and just hang out. Here we are. They are making a lot of noise. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to push through the people talking in the background because we've got a basketball game to go to. Tom from Chicago, Illinois. He's a subscriber. He's emailed me. He's commented. He's the best subscriber. If we could have 100,000 of him, I wouldn't have to work. I'd be out here all the time making videos for y'all and it'd be awesome. Tom sent me a package. I have no clue what it's in, just like these people behind me. I have no clue. We're going to open this together, but stick around after I open this, see what we got. I've got one more really cool surprise for you. That's not really a surprise, but something you'll think's really cool. Looks like we got some glassware here from Tom in Chicago. He says, Merry Christmas, Spud Run Golf, 2 boxes. So, this could go to the Airbnb. Check this out. It's got the Spud Run Golf logo on it. We have 24 new cups to put beer, Kool-Aid, tea, water. Tom, thank you very much. And what excites me, and back to my original point, what excites me is this is just fantastic. Some random guy out in the middle of nowhere is playing with his grass in his backyard, and people are just digging it. Tom is taking the time to make gifts and ship them to me on his own dime. It just blows my mind, guys. It really does. It really does. Tom, thank you. Merry Christmas, bud. Merry Christmas, everybody else. And let's go to the next item. On to the feel-good news. I received an email. It came from a guy named Ryan in San Diego, and I absolutely have to share it with you. I do. Hi, Jeremy. First and foremost, I absolutely love the channel. As someone who has my own golf hole at home, I can resonate with a lot of the challenges and obstacles you highlight in your videos. Like you, I'm very lucky to have construction equipment. My grandpa owns a grading company. I mostly enjoy watching your videos because I feel like I'm watching myself struggle through trial and error. However, it is so satisfying to watch your work come into fruition at the end. The main reason I'm reaching out to you today is because I would like to share an awesome story. I recently played in the U.S. Amateur in New Jersey. It was an incredible experience, and the golf courses were immaculate. One of my playing partners for the stroke play portion of the tournament had a local caddy from the Ridgewood Country Club, where the tournament was held. The caddy and I were talking throughout the round and getting to know each other. He asked me what my hobbies were and interests, so I mentioned my backyard golf hole. He stopped and said he had the desire to do that one day too, and his main motivation was following a YouTuber who has a golf hole of his own. Being an avid Spud Run viewer, I immediately knew he was talking about your channel. I asked him if he knew the name. Sure enough, Spud Run Golf. To put this into perspective, I am from San Diego, playing in the golf tournament across the country, and I was paired with a player whose caddy was a subscriber to your channel. There were 312 players in the event. What are the odds of that? We laughed and talked about your channel and really formed a camaraderie through it. I figured you'd love to hear the story because that's what it's all about. Wishing you the best of luck with the channel and Spud Run. Cheers. Ryan from San Diego. Dude, Ryan, I hope you're still watching. This email, when I read that, you know, it can take a crappy day. It can take all the time and patience that I put into this thing and make it all go away, make it all worth it. Ryan, thanks for sending that email, and that's kind of what I talked about earlier in the channel, or earlier in the video, was emails. I'm not saying you all have to make a big email letter and get all heart sappy with me like I just did. But any type of email, anytime you guys want to reach out to me, I see them, I reply to them. That's what it's all about here at Spud Run Golf. It's winter time, the grass is not growing, so we can talk and hang out. Live stream coming up. You've got 2 chances to win a dozen golf balls from today's episode. I've rambled on long enough. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing with us, Spud Run Golf. Over and out. Vulnerable. Because on the west side, I feel, on this west side is where I feel like we lack several hours of vulnerable. No.